The last few cars moving into position now. Peter Brock and John Bowe, the front row. Just look at the people here today for the Shell Series Grand Final at Oran Park. Fabulous crowd. We expect a fabulous race. They're off the line, and John Bowe gets out quickly, but none quicker than Seaton and Richards, who tries to get up on the inside of Peter Brock, and there goes Seaton down the outside. Mark Scaife splitting some early. As they come down to the left-hander, Jim Richards will take over the lead. Richards, Brock back on the inside of Seaton. Alan Jones, a brilliant start from Jones, and he's already got by John Bowe. Down to the right-hander, beneath the bridge. Here's Brock coming up on the inside.
Big brake lock-up there from the 05 car. He might have even given Jim Richards a tap as they came under brakes there. Alan Jones pushes his way up to second place. Now, keep in mind, this means a lot to the Peter Jackson team. They want a 1-2 in this year's championship, and it's pretty straightforward what's going to happen here.
Brock got hung out to dry on the wall that time as they went up towards the bridge the first time, with Richards leading. The PJ team is second and third. Then it's John Bowe. Back behind Bowe and going through smartly is Thomas Mazera. Then it's Neil Crompton in the GIO Commodore.
Alan Jones has to beat John Bowe here this afternoon, this final 20-lap heat, to come second in the Australian Touring Car Championship. It's going to be quite a battle. Jim Richards lets it one ride. The new Chevy from the Fred Gibson camp, powering down the straight. And look who's been in the wars again. Mark Scaife, the front of the Winfield car, very badly damaged. Jim Richards. And haven't we seen a comeback from Jim Richards in these final rounds of the Touring Car Championship? Took a back seat to his teammate for most of the season. But that sensational drive at Wanneroo Park in the wet, back with Brock. And he's done it. Pushes his way past Crompton. You could see he was menacing him for 2 or 3 laps there. Waved his arm out the window coming onto the bridge. Now they come up to some slower traffic. Maybe an opportunity for Bowe if Jones gets held up. He picks it nicely.
Doolan and Cotter with their BMW 2-litre cars staying out of the way, letting the V8 split them as they come onto the front straight.
Here's Bowe taking a slipstream now, but not enough runway there for him to be able to get through this kink. He's got Alan Jones saying, oops, little lock-up, and nothing too severe. In fact, Alan, Mark Scaife closing a little on this group, but Jim Richards starting to get away from Glenn Seaton. Problem with the wheel here on the right-hand front. Mark Scaife, problems here. Car number 1 has pulled up off the circuit. He was up to 5th in the race. Yes, well, it's nice to see this kind of technology on screen for viewers at home. You can see that Dick's in 4th gear. He's just touched the brake pedal. He's still only doing over about 120k RPM on the right, between 6,000, 5,000 at the moment. Picking it up.
The pressure's on up here, though. Thomas Mazera and Glenn Seaton as the Commodore pushes its way through on the inside, and Brocky's come up just to join them.
Now, the interesting thing about this battle is that Peter Brock can still win the round today overall if he finishes 3rd. If the positions stay the way they are, Jim Richards 1st, Alan Jones 2nd. If Brock can sneak into 3rd place, he'll win the day overall. I'm sure he's been made aware of that on his radio telecommunications, so he's putting in the big ones now as they pick through the slower traffic.
Between the telemetry and the radio and the lap boards and the television sets, these fellows are probably better informed than the astronauts have been.
Riding with Peter Brock now.
5 laps to go in the grand final heat of the Shell Australian Touring Car title.
See how physical these cars are, and the Commodores particularly. Don't use power steering systems as opposed to the Fords, and they've really got to muscle those steering wheels, Alan.
They are. A little bit of drivetrain shudder there on Brocky's car. That machine gun sound, just some echo coming up from the drive tunnel off the tail shafts perhaps.
Brocky's a busy boy at the moment. He goes beneath the bridge, comes up, sits in here behind Glenn Seaton. You're a pretty busy boy, Peter Brock.
Yeah, I am. I got pushed right back, pushed wide very badly at the start. So now I'm just trying to come back through the field. And I'll tell you what, to catch is one thing, Mike. To pass is another at the moment.
A good day for the team as Jim carts it down over towards the left-hander. They'll take him up to the dogleg. So Richards, the exit of that corner.
Plenty of squirt there. You can see when the car leaps like that, it's just controlled power unleashing itself.
Who made up a lot of ground in the final couple of laps of this race. Came from nowhere to pick up 2nd, just knocking Alan Jones off in the last lap. Let's check them out for you on the Shell race score. Jimmy Richards, the race winner. Fine drive to Thomas Mazera. Alan Jones finished in 3rd, gets 2nd in the title. Glenn Seaton Fabulous drives from Peter Brock and Jimmy Richards on grand final day at Oran Park. But the championship going to Glenn Seaton over teammate Alan Jones with John Bowe in third place. And in the 2 litre category, congratulations due to Peter Dillman in the Impala Kitchens BMW. Well, it's been a fascinating championship series by Shell. I hope you've enjoyed our 7 coverage of the series, with special thanks to my co-commentators Alan Moffat, Mark Osler and Andy Raymond. On behalf of series producer Noel Brady and director Mark Lachlan, I'm Mike Raymond. Thanks for your company.